this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema, here to review You Don't Know Me, the directorial debut of Jeffrey McHale, which will be available on digital and demand June 9th, 2020. It premiered at the 2019 Tribeca Film Festival and is distributed by RLJE Entertainment. So this is an homage to Paul Verhoeven's 1995 cult classic Showgirls. Probably one of the most notorious NC-17 films ever made, released studio film. So this is a film it's an homage. It's by the fans and kind of for the fans because there might not be a lot new here beyond some innovative or at least interesting hypotheses about some of the motifs and symbols in the film. But basically it talks about, it goes through three movements. The initial reception of the film is a piece of shit, then how it was recuperated as a masterpiece, and now to get a little bit more meta as a masterpiece of shit, as in we now have audiences that revel in loving something that is clearly not meant or ever will be considered a quality film per se. There's some tangents about what constitutes camp, bringing up Susan Sontag's definition, whether camp has a sensibility. Has always been an argument about camp since we define it as something that is accidental, something that's trying to be serious that has failed. It's failed art, as John Waters said of Joseph Losey's Boom, for instance. So David Schmader, who is kind of responsible for the recuperation on the midnight theatrical circuit and changing the tides of how we come to approach Showgirls, is on hand for a large first portion of the film. Also Adam Naiman, who wrote It Doesn't Suck, Showgirls. There's some queer perspectives, feminist perspectives. The thing that's missing, especially since it is brought up that Showgirls does potentially have a race issue because the two prominent black characters are just meant to support Elizabeth Berkley's Nomi Malone, is where's the and also the treatment of Molly in the film, who undergoes a significant, very violent sexual assault. It would have been nice to have a black woman's perspective as well, since this is really just a film of other people's perspectives. Gina Gershon, Liz Berkley, Paul Verhoeven, Joe Esterhaus, they're all talked about. There's snippets of them in various interviews from the film's opening to just a few years to 2017-ish. It's all in that realm of perspective. I do appreciate that it's been anointed as the third piece of a trilogy of camp that includes Valley of the Dolls and Mommy Dearest, but really this is kind of cinematic interpretation 101. I do like that there aren't a lot of just pure talking heads. There are a lot of voices that are edited over footage of Verhoeven's filmography that are spliced together in interesting ways, kind of like Rodney Asher's Room 237. But as much as I love auteur theory and how this film tries to use that as a way to explicate Showgirls, it really feels like it wasn't scripted cohesively per se. But if you're a fan of Showgirls, this feels like something if Criterion ever put out Showgirls, this would be a bonus feature on the disc. But if you're a fan of Room 237 or even Noah Baumbach and Jake Paltrow's De Palma, I really truly believe this is something you should check out. And if anything, it'll make you want to go directly back and rewatch the film, even if you've seen it hundreds of times before. I would give You Don't Know Me, which also borrows from a Klaus Nomi line that he twisted around for his cover of Leslie Gore's You Don't Own Me. I would give this film 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from MyOnCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.